Welcome to day 265 of our BU 365 day challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Just 100 days left to go of our annual challenge. Today we're going to talk about communication. We're focusing on communication this month with respect to the topics of freedom and power. How much communication, freedom, and power do we feel like we experience on a regular basis? I got a couple of cards here. I'll share their definition because I like these cards. We're focusing on them this month. It's just basically a word and then a different way of defining it. I think it's a slightly different way of thinking about a different perspective on words that we hear all the time. I think we probably hear the words power and freedom just about every day, at least in the circles that I run in. So to me, let's read the definitions, then I'll share a couple thoughts about freedom and power, then I'll ask you today's action item. We're going to have a couple questions that we answer for ourselves today. First off, freedom is defined as giving yourself permission to do what you want. I always like to say, if I can do what I want, when I want, wearing what I want, with whomever I want, wherever I want, then I have the ultimate freedom for me. That's just my personal definition. And then power is demonstrate your ability to manifest reality, meaning how much power do you feel like you have to create what it is that you want in your life. So freedom, to me, and one of the definitions I found online, is basically having to do with your ability to make decisions for yourself. If you're free, you have the ability to make decisions primarily for yourself. If you've got power, you, with respect to decision making, have the ability to make decisions for other people as well as yourself. So power is about the ability to make an impact and have decision making power in things over other people, or about other people. Freedom is about yourself and what you have the ability to do. There's 4 different types of power in communication, and I only paid attention to the first one. The first level, the very basic level of power in communication, is the ability to express ourselves. And we all have, for the most part, the ability to express ourselves in the ways that we see fit, at least here in the United States. And although there's been some inequality in the way freedom of speech has been dealt with in the last few years, primarily in the United States, you can say what you want when you want, and so we have a lot of freedom with respect to sharing our thoughts and our opinions. Whether social media agrees with us or not, or tries to squash certain opinions, or whether the media manipulates and shares information that's best for them, for whatever their intentions are, or to support a certain philosophy and belief, we still, for the most part, have our ability to say what we want here in America. And that includes criticizing our leaders and government for their lack of leadership or whatever. There's 3 types of freedom. Freedom to, and I didn't make these up, freedom to be, no, that's the last one. Freedom from things, freedom from negative things, oppression, prejudice, things like that. Freedom to, meaning we have the ability to do certain things depending on our level of freedom. And then finally, the 3rd type of freedom is freedom to be, meaning to exist, to be ourselves, etc. So we're just going to think about freedom and power with respect to our communication today, and as we're communicating with other people, and ask ourselves a couple of questions. Number 1, how often do you give yourself permission or freedom to do what you want? What you want right now, what you want when you want, to make decisions for yourself that don't involve a whole lot of other things and other people and other situations and responsibility and other beliefs, etc. How often do you feel like you give yourself permission to be free and to be yourself? And then secondly, how powerful do you feel right now with respect to creating the life that you want and the reality that you want? You can use a scale of 1 to 10 if you want, but I think it's just things that we often, I don't know that I think about power or freedom very often, if ever. And so it's just a good focus for today to spend some time thinking about things that we normally don't even consider. We just exist and go through the motions of our day without thinking about, well, I really don't have to do that thing if I don't want to. I really don't have to interact with that person if I don't want to. I'm free to look away, walk the other way, choose not to participate, etc. So share in the comments below any ahas you have about those topics today. I will do the same. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I am free to be with you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.